got the kick. Yeah, I got the kick. Yeah, I got the kick. Yeah, hold up, when you see me, it's a Mitsubishi. It go skrr, it got a stick.
All right, what's good, TDF crew? You know what it is. Another day, another dollar. Basically, I just got off work. Kind of. People called up, so I got to go back in a little later on. But I got roughly about 3 hours or so before I have to go back to work. So I figured I might as well put a little bit of work in on these seats. So if you remember, we got these seats from the junkyard out of Integra. I think it was an LS Integra or something like that. We got the seats in the ECU. ECU's in my room. The socket kit just came in. Don't worry about the bench. Again, still haven't gotten clean the bench since I got home. I'm clearing some space here and stuff like that. But anywho, got the socket kit for the ECU. That'd be a separate video. But as you can see, these seats are in really good condition. The only problem is this little rip right here. And I don't even think I'm gonna fix that, because it's not really an issue. If anything, I might put some kind of like spray adhesive right there, or some type of adhesive, and then just glue it back, because it's not a big rip. It's only that like 1 inch spot. Other than that though, the biggest thing is they're dirty. So yeah, there's shoe marks on here. Probably one of those actually might be mine from having to climb throughout the car to get these out. But other than that, they're in really good shape. It's just, like I said, a few marks here and there. So what I'm about to do now is I'm about to get some of this here. Okay. Got this tough stuff a long time ago. I never used it full can. So I'm gonna try it on there. A good friend of mine actually owns a detailing business. He offered to clean the seats for me. And I wouldn't mind taking the seats to him, but you know I'm a DIY guy, so I do want to try it myself first. If I don't have, if I have any issues, take it to him and ask him if he can clean them up for me. But yeah, so I'm gonna try this tough stuff, try to get some of this stuff off. If all goes as planned, I should be dyeing these seats tonight. So I bought some dye. I'll show you guys the dye later, but I want to dye these seats black. So if all goes as planned, I'll be dyeing these seats black tonight. I'll probably take the headrest off, like take little stuff off. Since I got to take apart the sides anyway to switch the rails, might as well do that too, paint those separately. But hopefully, like I said, I get to dye these either tonight or tomorrow. I'm gonna ask my manager, since I went in at 5 o'clock today for inventory, and I asked him, since I'm coming back and working the closing shift, if he still need me tomorrow, and if not, if I had a day off or work a short shift or something like that. So we'll see how that goes. But if that's the case, then I'll probably be installing these tomorrow, and it's probably all one big video. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started with this tough stuff and see how it works. Okay, so obviously the first one I want to try to do is that one. That's a really big area, so I'm gonna try something a little bit smaller. I'm gonna try to clean this one first, just see how it turns out with this. First things first, I'm gonna grab the broom and just hit it with the broom real quick, sweep some of the debris off, and then we're gonna get into this right here. All right, here we go. Let's see how this stuff sprays again. Okay, let's. Ooh, quick little. Y'all see it? Yeah, I can see it. Woo. Dang. Good news though, the stain is gone. So check that out. The stain actually came out like immediately. Still a little wet, of course. I expected that. So what I might end up doing, just clean them now and then relax on my break from work. And then when I come back later on tonight, go ahead and dye them then. One thing I noticed, I'm not an expert at these seats, but I didn't notice this in the junkyard. This seat has this. Oh, snap, crackle, pop. Didn't know it did that. But this seat has that. And this is the passenger seat. And the driver's seat doesn't. I don't know if it makes a difference. I don't know if it's a different kind of adjustment for the passenger, but whatever. But yeah, I'm gonna reset that seat up because I did not mean to do whatever I just did. And then I'm gonna do spots first. I'm gonna hit trouble spots, clean them up, and then what I'll probably do after that is just spray the whole thing and then scrub the whole thing down. So I'm gonna hit all these little spots right here and go from there. Also, quick disclaimer, I do realize that by dyeing these seats black, a lot of this stuff probably wouldn't show up anyway. but just to ensure that all coats are even and everything like that, I want this to just be pretty much even from the jump. So that's why I'm doing all this cleaning and scrubbing. I mean, besides the obvious fact that these are used seats and I just kind of want to clean them off anyway. So far, you can already see the difference. I only did this seat. You can see it's a little bit brighter than that one. You just only have the one good scrub down. All the stains was right here. Besides that one, I probably could hit that one a little bit more, but I ain't really too worried about that one. All the stains are right here are gone for the most part, as well as there and the headrest. So I am satisfied so far. Honestly, this is good enough. I probably could just spray it as is, just like this. But what I'll probably end up doing is doing one more scrub down just to make sure it's nice and clean. But you can already see the difference, see the stains in this one, all of that. And this one's nice and clean. This is a trouble area. I'm not sure what was right there, but I'm gonna keep scrubbing on that. And then I missed a spot there. I didn't see that. Only other thing that I'm missing is the back of the seat. So most of the back of the seat is leather. But once I do this one, I'm going to probably flip them around, do the backs too. Then I'll debate whether or not I'm gonna do a second scrub down. But right now, at this very moment, like I said, I'm satisfied with the results. But this is technically my break from work and I'm tired. So I'm gonna go inside and I'm going to go get something to eat and relax. And we'll come back to this a little bit later on. So yeah, see y'all then. All right, day 2, we're back out here with seats. This was the one that I cleaned. This one I have not cleaned yet, but basically tomorrow is May 29th. My birthday is May 30th. Tomorrow night there are some races down at Maryland International. So I want to go down to the racetrack. Also, my girlfriend's coming with me, so I would like to have these seats in the car by tonight so that I can try them out on the way to the racetrack tomorrow. The racetrack's like an hour drive from me, and I also want to get like my girlfriend's reaction to the seats and everything like that. So basically, the goal is to get these in tonight. As I heard, it's not that hard to put those in, so we're gonna hope that's true. So right now, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put the first coat down on the seat that's clean. I don't know if you can hear that. G35 or something. I'm gonna put the first coat down on the clean seat, and I'm gonna hit the trouble spots on the dirty seat, which just so happens to be the driver's seat, of course. I'm gonna hit the spots up on there real quick, and I'm gonna try to get these dyed tonight. And then later on tonight, I'm gonna bring them in the garage, switch the rails over, and then probably pop them in late tonight or tomorrow morning and go from there. As far as taking off all the plastics and stuff, I'm not gonna do that. Maybe down the road, I'll take them back out, because I did want to like detail, like actually vacuum under the seats and everything. So maybe in the future, I'll take them back out, touch them back up again. But for now, I'm just gonna worry about getting the actual seats dyed. So I'm gonna go ahead and get the paint and start dyeing the seat. So yeah. All right. So this seat is just about done. This is like, I don't know how many coats. I started off with one and I just kept going over. I just used that whole first can on this. Yeah, so I just used the whole first can on this right here. I was able to do the whole front side and the headrest. Only thing I didn't get was the back side on the headrest and the seat. Luckily on the seat, the back side, there's less area to cover than the front, just because it's only the top part. So yeah, I might need another can in order to get a good job done on these. But that's the first seat. You can see some like lines in it. Hopefully the second coat will do us some good. And then this one, as you can see, it covered up a lot of little blemishes. So I'm debating just go ahead and spray in this one. Not even worrying about, you know, little marks. I got most of the big marks out of it. I think I just want to spray it as is. So we'll go ahead and take the headrest off and get started on this one. All right, TDF crew. So I went ahead and coated the other seat. You see, it covered up all those blemishes. Coated that seat. already. You already saw that one. So now they're both black. And both of the headrests are black. Painted the back of this. This is actually the back side of that one. So this one is fully painted. Just got a little messed up by sitting on that. So I ended up putting another coat on there. This one, I still got to paint the back, and I'm running very low on the can that I have. So I'm going to run an AutoZone because luckily my new front lip came in today. It wasn't supposed to come in until June 9th. And today is May 28th and it came in. Because you can see on TikTok, this lip got this lip is done for. The dump truck dumped some rocks in the middle of the interstate. Caught me locking there. And I was afraid I was gonna have to go into my birthday weekend with messed up front lip, but the new one came in time, so I want to get that on tonight. So I gotta go to the store, get some self-tapping screws. I need some T-taps so I can wire up another thing for the car, which you might see that video already. This one probably will go first. So I need some T-taps for the next install, which you'll see, and I need another can of this paint. Hopefully they have another can of this paint, so I can finish these seats up. And it's about to get dark, so I'm gonna be moving into the garage soon. Honestly, what I might end up doing is moving the dog pen into the house so I have as much floor space as possible, so I can knock out the bumper, the lip, and these seats all at the same time. So that's what we're getting into. I am about to go to the store right now, get stuff I need, and I'll be right back. All right, we're back. So we got the back of the passenger. No, this is the driver's side. At the back of the driver's side painted. It's actually looking really good on the back. I guess it lays down easier on the leather, but I want to put a couple layers on there. Ended up going to AutoZone. It's not right there. I had another can. Don't know where I put it, but I bought another can. Ended up using the rest of the last can on this seat. I'm using the other can on this one, so I should have enough to finish dyeing the seats. Oh, there it is. I should have enough to finish dyeing the seats. Also went to the store and I got T-taps that I need for the other install, which I probably won't end up doing tonight just because it's dark. And I got some self-tapping screws, some extra ones. I'm probably gonna reuse the screws that are on the current lip, and then I have some extra ones to make sure that new lip is nice and tight on the car. So yeah, I'm finished painting these up real quick, painting, dyeing, whatever you want to call it. Finished coloring these. I got this and set it up so I can put a nice coat on the back. Then I'm gonna go ahead and lay the second coat down, and then I'll lay the second coat down. I think I'm gonna go start taking out the one in the car. I think I'm gonna start with the passenger, just because all else fails, if for whatever reason I can't get him in tonight, I at least do have a driver's seat to get around. So I'm starting the passenger and go from there. So yeah, on the headrest over there. So that's what we're working on right now. So let's get to it. So yeah, just like that, you almost can't even tell these seats were once brown. Everything for the most part is covered. It's just some spots are a little bit lighter than others, so I'm going to use the rest of this can here, which is still pretty full. It's probably about right there. Use the rest, maybe right there. But I'm using the rest of this can and just kind of go crazy on this. Just get as much coverage as I can. Just go ahead and use the rest of it. And yeah, get these nice and covered. Make sure I get the headrest too. Yeah. Sorry guys, my girlfriend keeps calling me. Hopefully on the video still recorded my audio because I don't remember what I was saying last. But basically what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna just put the rest of this can on here, get some good coverage. Make sure to get the headrest over there, make sure everything's good to go. Then while those are drying, I'm gonna go put a bumper off and then start wrenching on the wrenching. Start working on the bumper, trying to get that front lip on. And yeah. All right, update. Touched up a couple spots I missed on the back. Letting that dry right now. I just put the new front lip on. So it doesn't fit perfectly. Kind of didn't really expect it to. But it does the trick. I actually ended up putting the self-tapper right there on both sides because it doesn't fit perfectly. So it's not perfect, but it's a lot better than what it was. Probably gonna put another couple self-tappers. The issue with the self-tappers at the bottom are too short, and there's like a little gap between the bottom of this and the bottom of the bumper. So I need to find some longer self-tappers so they could be attached there. But it is on a little bit lower than the side skirts. I knew that was gonna happen, but it looks a lot better. So that's done. So now what I'm gonna end up doing, I'm gonna flip those over, put on the coat in the front, and while that's drying, I'm gonna go ahead and start putting out the seats so I can start switching over the rail and then putting them in. So, I see the light set up here. You know, we struggling with lights, but I'm about to start taking the seat out the car. I know I said I was gonna start with the passenger side. So I'm gonna go ahead and start with the driver. Everything should go fairly smooth, so I ain't gonna be really too worried about not getting it back in tonight because it should just bolt right back in. So, yeah.